an entry in the bonus sprint stayers hurdle. Of course, he's in the champion. He's 10-1 with this step up in trip today. Richard Johnson in the saddle, now 11-1. Effectual at 7-1, ridden by Brian Crowley, claiming 5. Merry Masquerade at 100-30, Andrew Thornton. Gallant Moss, who's got lots of entries at Cheltenham, 6-1, Roddy Green. Teaatral, the 13-8 favourite here. Dean Gallagher in the saddle. He's currently favourite to win the Coral Cup at the festival, and Arthur Doan Lad is a 6-1 chance. Timmy Murphy looking for a double after.
Because finding it hard to get this Teaatral out to 15-8, but most boards are now going 7-4. I think 7-4 now, that Teaatral. Support coming for Merry Masquerade from Burlington Bertie, 130 into 11-4, and Arthur Doan Lad has been supported 7-1 with a tote this morning, is now a 6-1 chance with 7 effectual.
Left-handed tracks, places like Haydock, Uttoxeter and Ayr. So let's see how he gets on going the other way. The first flight coming up, Teaatral, just the first to rise with Arthur Doan Lad, then Merry Masquerade, Effectual, Gallant Moss in the noseband, and Rel Keel trying this longer distance today, settled in last place as they jump the second. And a very steady early pace. There was no obvious front runner. Teaatral in front, though he too has a few question marks here. He's never won beyond 2 3/4 miles, and you can bet your last dollar that they'll be going a much quicker gallop in the early stages of those Cheltenham races. Teaatral in the Coral Cup, and they go pretty quick in the bonus sprint stayers hurdle as well normally. So how informative this race proves as a trial remains to be seen. Teaatral in front from Arthur Doan Lad. Effectual on the inside of Merry Masquerade, then Gallant Moss and Rel Keel as they approach the first down the back. I suppose this slow pace might well suit Rel Keel. Of course, has the speed. He's had the speed to win 3 Beulah hurdles over 2 miles at Cheltenham. Wonderful horse. Now an 11-year-old. On towards flight number 4. They jumped 12 in all. Arthur Doan Lad perhaps just the first to rise this time on the outside of Teaatral. Arthur Doan Lad pulling hard in the hands of Timmy Murphy. Not really settling. Got very detached on his first run back at Sandown. Much more prominent today. Teaatral on his inside. Then Merry Masquerade in the black and yellow hoop jacket in 3rd place. Fine big horse. Andrew Thornton in the saddle. Effectual is 4th. Much smaller animal, and then a couple of lengths to Gallant Moss, and Rel Keel looking on, a 12-1 outsider in last place. Teaatral went off the 7-4 favourite, short enough. They make a right-hand turn, a couple of flights up the home straight, and then they've got one more circuit of Kempton Park. Teaatral and Dean Gallagher on the mark yesterday, of course, at Wincanton. If you were watching with us, a narrow win there on Orla-Loire. Tremendous finish to that champion hurdle trial. Looking for further big race success here. Having quite a good season, Dean Gallagher. Got a new job as first jockey for Paul Green's horses. On his outside, Arthur Doan Lad, and then Effectual, Merry Masquerade, Gallant Moss and Rel Keel as they jump the next. The 2 leaders particularly good there. Rel Keel didn't get at all high in last place. He should know better than that. Got about halfway up the flight. He's still the back marker. So a circuit to go in the Rendlesham hurdle, a limited handicap. And it's Teaatral just in front from Arthur Doan Lad. 3rd and 4th then Effectual on the inside of Merry Masquerade, followed by Gallant Moss travelling easily, and finally Rel Keel. As with their backs to the grandstand, they head towards a couple of flights on the side of the course. Alistair, the race yet to really unfold.
The interesting thing is what hard work Merry Masquerade is making it for Andrew Thornton. Has never really been travelling at all, John.
No, he hasn't, and just watching him now, if you hadn't seen him run before, you'd say, what's a pair of blinkers on? But I've seen him not quite this bad, but certainly seen him being lazy in his races before. Andrew's just given him a backhander, and the further he goes, hopefully the better he'll be travelling.
And boys, just noticing at the back, again, their Rel Keel's jumping has been pretty clumsy.
Yes, his jumping's always been a little bit indifferent. And they didn't go much of a gallop early on, maybe just got into a couple of bad habits, but you think now that they're just stepping on the gas a little bit, you might just see him jump with a little bit more fluency.
They've got 4 flights left to jump as they start down the back. Teaatral on the inside of Artaduin Lad. Merry Masquerade still being pushed along, hasn't travelled today. Effectual on the inside, then Gallant Moss and Rel Keel. Over the first down the back, Artaduin Lad was really kicked into that by Timmy Murphy, and the horse responded in grand style. Again, Rel Keel a little clumsy at the back as they race on towards the third last flight of hurdles, but still a long way from the finish. Artaduin Lad on the outside of Teaatral, Effectual the inside, and then Gallant Moss creeping forward all the time in the sheepskin noseband. Merry Masquerade feeling the warmth of the rider's whip now on the outside. It's made heavy weather of this, and so is Rel Keel in last place. And the front two still going on strongly, and Teaatral is perhaps going best of all as they begin the swing out of the back straight. Teaatral beating off Artaduin Lad. Effectual nipping up Artaduin Lad's inside. Got a daring run up the inside there under Brian Crowley. Then working out to Gallant Moss, who got a bit snatched up on the bend. Merry Masquerade and Rel Keel is labouring in last place. Teaatral in front, but Effectual only a couple of lengths down as they straighten up. They are chased then by Merry Masquerade, Gallant Moss and Artaduin Lad, and finally Rel Keel. Teaatral has never won over 3 miles. He's staying on strongly at the moment, but still 2 flights to jump. Effectual trying to reel him back, and then Merry Masquerade over 2 out. Merry Masquerade a very slow jump there, mistake by Artaduin Lad. Gallant Moss back in 4th place. He pulls the whip on the leader, Teaatral. Effectual still with 3 lengths to find. Merry Masquerade boxing on in 3rd place, having been off the bridle a long way out. The final flight, Teaatral met it very good. 2 lengths clear of Effectual, who swishes the tail. Then Merry Masquerade and Gallant Moss, and inside the final 150 yards, Teaatral on a roll. So is his rider, Dean Gallagher. Merry Masquerade goes 2nd inside the final 50, but can't get to the leader. Teaatral wins the Rendlesham hurdle. In 2nd place, Merry Masquerade. 3rd, Effectual, then Gallant Moss. Rel Keel beat 1 in the end. That was Artaduin Lad. And so Teaatral, who has been in fine form of late, having his 3rd race of the month, but as good as ever, wins this Rendlesham hurdle, the 7-4 favourite, having been up with the pace all the way. Teaatral, the 7-4 favourite. 2nd, number 3, Merry Masquerade at 11-4. 3rd, number 2, Effectual at 15-2. The winner paying £2.90 on the tote. Places 150 and 180. The exacta £8.50, and the computer straight forecast £6.28.